over the Falcons, 28-20. Listening to Russell Wilson's post-game press conference on the radio right here. Fellas, listen in. I'll let you join in listening to it.
I thought Bobby Wagner's play on the two-point conversion was a special play. And then he came off the sideline and told him that's why you're the best in the world, what you do. Just making a key play right when he needs to. Tyler Lockett was phenomenal tonight. I mean, the guy can always get open. He's really special to play with. DK Metcalf having 2 touchdowns.
I should say 27-20. They said 28-20, 27-20.
He had a good guy to watch on the other end too. Very similar type players, in terms of Julio and DK, and just to be able to watch Julio play.
Yeah, listening to the Russell Wilson press conference.
Probably, to him, probably just watching, greatness and what that looks like, and him having 2 touchdowns today was really cool. Chris Carson coming back home to Atlanta, and he played a great game. So I think that. Unfortunately for us, I think too is when you see Justin go down, that really hurt us.
That was huge. Justin Britt
pain to all of us.
Might be out for the season.
Go down. He's the epitome. I was saying in the post-game interview on the field. Justin and Disley, those 2 guys, they're probably the epitome of what a Seahawks should be. Tough, smart, just about the culture. Leaders. So. Those are two great players that we unfortunately have lost, and Justin.
That's going to be tough to overcome.
That was tough
Justin Britt out for the season. It sounds like.
But I know he'll come back stronger. I know he'll keep going. I know he'll continue to coach the other guys up and just be a great force in terms of the locker room, in terms of how he was even right after the game. He was right at the door for us, just cheering us on. How he was in the locker room after post game, and that's just who he is. That's who Disley is too as well. So. I'm grateful to be able to play with him, Justin, and, have him be my center the past several years. So Joey stepped in and did a great job. He made some great calls, and it's a very tough front where they move a lot and do different things, and we did a good job with that.
Yeah, Russell Wilson on the press conference. I have a lot of thoughts on this game. Happy we got the game, though.
I remember last year he stepped in the Dallas game, did a great job for us, and helped us win that game. I think he was saying, I think he won that game for us last year pretty much in a way. He's done a tremendous job. He's so smart. He's got great technique, and you watch him in practice and do the one-on-one drills, just how he can manage pretty much almost anybody. He just does a great job staying in front of guys. And, so he's a big factor. When he came in the game, I went into the huddle. I said, guys, we got nobody better, more prepared than Joey Hunt. So he was ready to roll, and he did a great job. I think we scored on 4 of the 5. I think drives. Is that right?
I really don't care. Says played sloppy second half. That's a state of this.
I think that we did a really good job. I think we ran the ball really well. I thought our defense was great in the first half. They really made some key plays. I think guys got some turnovers there. We answered when we had the turnover. So I thought we were lights out in the first half, and hopefully we can continue that into next week and throughout the season. Second half we got to be better. We got to find ways to be better.
Sure, we got to be
more sharp.
What's up, Jacob Johnson?
If we want to go where we want to go, we got to be great every quarter. So that's the reality.
Matt Schaub looking like all pro out there.
I thought they were a little amped up. They had a lot to play for, in the sense that it's a pretty big deal, this game for them, I think, and obviously for us. And so they came out really strong. They got the ball first. I think they scored on the first drive, and so that gave them a little momentum. And then the defense, they had 3 and out. So that kind of flipped the page of momentum a little bit. I think that if we had gotten a good first down on the first drive of the second half, that would have really kind of helped change and kind of control the game a little bit more. But we didn't. So for whatever reason, so we just got to be better there.
How encouraged are you being 6-2, knowing that this looks like you and where you guys want to be?
Yeah, I'm fired up. And 6-2 is great. Talk about
6-2 is good.
All the other stuff. The reality is we're 6-2. That's the reality.
That's
the reality
great.
is that we have places that we're trying to go.
We got to play better than our record shows, though.
Good things, and the reality is we were 6-2. We could really be 8-0. How we feel like how we could have won some games here and there.
Could
that's
be.
Just the truth, and I think that
5-3.
We just want to stay the course, keep our heads down, keep working, keep playing together, keep playing for each other. be selfless, do whatever it takes to win. That's the only thing that really matters in this game. You get to celebrate each other winning, and that's the most important thing. So it's cool that we got to do that today in the locker room, and also celebrate Bobby Wagner. A guy talking about a guy that I got to come into the league with 2012. I remember Bobby and I sitting in the rookie room, and we were talking. It was all of us rookies, and class of 2012. And I remember I was talking about we were going to go places, and just I think about his work ethic. I think about all the things that he's put into this game, to this franchise, to this team. It's been special just to be able to do it with
Bobby
him.
Wagner,
So
big
for him to become
breakup
a
of the pass that would have been a two-point conversion.
Not surprised, to be honest with you, just by the way he approaches practice, how he approaches the game, how he approaches life on and off the field. He's a true pro. He's a true Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a great player, great friend, and great captain. I'm glad I get to do it with him. So it's been a joyride. And funny thing is, we were talking in the locker room, me and him. It's just beginning. So it's just the beginning. So there's places that he's trying to go and everything else. So it's really cool just to be a part of that. And I know guys were fired up for him.
Hopefully 49ers can drop a game here and make that Monday night matchup coming up.
Yeah, it's huge to be able to win on the road.
A huge one.
Tough environments, you have to play in usually. And I think that for us, to be able to come on the road, to go fly all the way across country a lot of the times. We're all far up in the Pacific Northwest, which we love, but it's a long flight. And to get there, we figured out how to balance it and really mature into how we get prepared. I think especially being a young team, which is really it can be dicey, I think that for us, I think we've done a great job of just preparing everybody, mentally focused on what we're trying to do, how we go into Friday practice, and then get on the plane, and then get here, and then and then Saturday's a super focused day for us, having fun while doing it, but just super focused day. I think everybody has a plan, and Sunday it's time to roll. And so I think it's been great for us. It's been huge. And the good thing is we get to go back home. Hopefully we can be even better at home. We need to be better at home, which is great because we want to show out for our fans. It's cool seeing all the fans here today for us too, as they always travel well. Thank you guys, go Hawks.
All right, and then there's Russell Wilson ending the press conference with the Go Hawks. Okay, so we got to hear a little bit of Russell Wilson's press conference there live on the radio. So just want to get a few thoughts about this game. I don't know if you guys all watched it, or if you joined me on my live stream as we watched it. First of all, it's great to get the win. 6-2 is huge. We haven't done that since 2005. 4-0 on the road. Haven't done that since 1980, which is hard to believe. 39 years since we. That is right. 39 years since we went 4-0 on the road. That is incredible. So record-wise, we're doing great. We still got to keep fighting because we're still looking up at the undefeated 49ers. That makes that Monday Night Football game coming up in Santa Clara huge, with obviously gigantic divisional implications in that game. So happy about the win. Never going to complain about it. And what's great about that is that puts our record at 6-2, which, if you go back to my Seahawks 2019 music prediction video, I had us going 6-2 at this point of the season. Not the way I thought it would go, but I thought we were going to lose to Atlanta. We beat them. I thought we'd beat the Ravens. We lost to them. I thought we'd lose to the Steelers. We beat them. And I thought we'd beat the Saints. We lost to them. So the two wins I had were the wrong wins. But nonetheless, halfway through the season, I am exactly 100% on schedule with my prediction of our win-loss record. I thought we'd be... Yeah, that's right. 6-2. Yeah, so I thought we would be 12-4 to end the year, and so far hanging in there with the schedule. But that now makes the task ahead that much more daunting to achieve, because I had us beat the 49ers both times, and now they're sitting there undefeated. Clearly, they are not going to be as easy to beat as I thought they would be at the beginning of the season. So, but it starts next game, Tampa Bay at home, and while Tampa Bay is not a great team on paper, again, just like the Falcons today, could have easily beaten us if one or two things go the other team's way. So, Tampa Bay, not a team to be taken lightly, not to mention the fact that Bruce Arians, coach of the Tampa Bay Bucks, is a coach that's had our number for a long time while he was with the Arizona Cardinals as head coach. So, It's going to be an interesting game next week. Important. We got to win it because, man, we're right now just even at home. We need to up our home win record because we got a home field advantage to protect here. Right now, we're not showing up the way we should. So, Tampa Bay next up. See what we can do there. But looking back at this game, the goods and the bads, I'll say on the positive side, we got 24 points to start the game for the first half. And normally you'd think this is over. But Atlanta came back, and man, it was like the tale of two halves, two different teams. We were 24-0, outscored the opponent, pretty dominating, with the help of a couple of big plays, of course. And then really the second half, we were dominated. They were able to get 20 points, so it was 27-20, so 20 points, was it 28-20? No, 27-20. Yeah, 27-20. Get my score mixed up. And they basically outscored us 20-3 in the second half. So the positive side is we had some great plays. We were looking good running the ball, throwing the ball, really making it look like Atlanta looked like a terrible defense. And then the second half came along. And other positives in the first half, we got the interception by Michael Kendricks, which was huge. And the turnover battle was, we ended up winning that one, getting the fumble, the crucial fumble on our own 3-yard line that stopped the potential scoring drive. Atlanta was really a lot closer in this game. Matt Ryan missed 2 field goals. He was usually pretty good. That's 6 points. That turned into points for us, so that's really more than a 6-point swing. But 6 points alone by missed field goals. And then most of the time, you get the ball to the 3-yard line, you're going to normally score at least 3. But at that point, the way they were going, it was a touchdown in the making. But we got the fumble. But that's 7, 3, 3. That's 13 points that the Falcons should have had. And 13. We won by 7. So we could have easily lost by at least a touchdown, maybe even more, if not for a couple of breaks. I mean, missed field goals to me are less than what you did to the opponent and stuff that you did to yourself. So, I hate to sound ultra critical and not appreciative. Like I said at the top, I'm grateful for the win, and there's nothing better to have a learning moment to say, here's what you need to do, and still get the win. But man, this was a big learning moment, and we had a lot of luck on our side to help us out. So, as I've said, even in our losses, the games were turned by usually a couple big plays or a couple big mistakes. And this time it was Atlanta who committed the mistakes. 2 turnovers, a couple missed field goals, and offensive pass interference call. It would have totally changed a certain drive of theirs when they were getting down to our territory. Instead, it was pass interference that led to an interception. All that changes on one play, one mistake. So I really consider ourselves lucky to be getting out of Atlanta with a win. So, as I always said, I'd rather be lucky. Ugly win is better than a pretty loss. So, but we did make plays when we had to. We had to cause those turnovers. So, but man, a lot closer than it should have been. Don't know what happened to our offense. The biggest thing that is still concerning is I thought this was the game that our pass rush could come alive. We had everybody out there. We had Ansah, we had Clowney, we had LJ Collier, and like the Seekinator says, I agree, and I've been saying it like a broken record, where is the pass rush? It's nowhere to be found. We got one little sack. It was at the end of the first half, knocked the ball out for a fumble. But just never that feeling like the quarterback is forced to move from a spot, or just under duress and has to rush a throw or make a bad throw. And Schaub was back there just hitting targets all over the place. That's why he threw for almost 400 yards, 400 plus yards. So that's disheartening. I mean, that's probably the biggest frustration in this game is still the lack of a pass rush. We're halfway through the season and we've still not seen it at all. And like I said, just making the playoffs is one thing, but to make the playoffs and then go deep, you've got to have pass rush. It's just not happening. I don't know what it's going to take. We got everybody that I kept saying we just need to get to the point, and once they're all in there, it's going to be great. Well, it's not great yet. Jaron Reed's in there. Clowney, Ansah, Collier. I mean, that's everything. There's 4 major pass rush pieces, and none of those guys can get to the quarterback. The only time we can sniff pressures, we got to blitz our linebackers. Bobby Wagner is in the face of Matt Ryan. Oh, sorry, Matt Ryan. Was it Schaub? And he got a sack there, but that's because we blitz up the middle, and that's just, it sucks to feel like the only time we get pressure is when we blitz our linebackers, blitz 6 people, but we are not getting it done with the 4 people, 4 down linemen, and that's frustrating. It's not going to get it done. So hopefully at some point it's going to click, but we're halfway through the season and it hasn't clicked yet. And we got a lot of tough teams coming up here, boy. 49ers, Buccaneers, I'm not looking past them. Rams again. Did I already say Panthers? Panthers. Hopefully Panthers can beat the 49ers today. What else? Cardinals again. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. So, what else? Jason Myers hit a nice long field goal today. That was positive. Our kicker, Michael Dixon, had a nice game. Kicked some really nice punts. Had great punt coverage. Kickoff game, there's nothing to talk about. So, coverage was good there too. I think we stopped them one time. They ran out to like the 16-yard line, stopped them. Got the onside to kick the attempts that they tried to make. So our special teams, nothing but good stories out of there. So that's positive. What else? So there were good things. It's just, I know we could be better. We've got to get better sooner than later, because we're going to be playing some tough teams here, and namely, it's a must-win against the 49ers. If we want to have any chance of winning this division, which we are still in the mix, 49ers, I don't believe we're going to go undefeated. They're going to drop a game somewhere. I hope it's against us. But we've got to keep it close, so that at the end we could have that game, that final game. I want that final game of the schedule against the 49ers at home to mean something. Whether it mean win or take all for the division, maybe even the NFC, first round bye. That would be awesome. But we got a lot of teams up at the top: Packers, Saints, 49. We'll see what losing here for the season is going to hurt for sure. But anyway, we'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll be talking about the upcoming game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week. And then, of course, 49ers after that. So, all right, well, that's it. Those are my thoughts for the day. Bottom line is we won another road game, and we're 6-2. And that's probably the best news of all. A win is a win, no matter how you slice it. So, all right, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, baby, and hit that notification bell. And what else? I guess that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Oh, I do have an upcoming video I want to talk a little bit with Halloween right around the corner. A little special Halloween video. I want to talk about some of my favorite horror movies and get some of your compared notes on my top 10 horror films. I think I'll do that early next, maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'll put that video out. Maybe do it live so we can actually talk about it. But I've got my top 10 favorites. See how they stack up against your list. All right, have a good day, guys. Enjoy. Stay safe.